And we'll be finding out about the Kielder Forest Ospreys, who've become a prolific pair of breeders.
To a lovely couple. They've been together for nearly 10 years. They live in Northumberland and they've already raised 22 young ones, that's some going, including 4 this year alone.
Just to clarify, they're Ospreys, which used to be extinct in England, but Kielder Forest is seeing a population boom, thanks in part to this single pair. Alison Freeman went to see their newest arrivals.
A sign of success. 2 Ospreys, who are the most prolific pair of breeders here at Kielder Forest, are nurturing an unprecedented 4 chicks this year. Each of them named after a different landmark in Northumberland. It's time for the siblings to be ringed so their future movements can be recorded. They're also weighed and they're sex determined if possible.
This is a great size to ring them when they've got lots of feathers like this. The young one, the runt as we'll call them, that's unusual to be that small. The difference, but it's because it's a brood of 4, which in itself is most unusual and exciting. You know, it's fantastic to have 4 chicks out of one nest when normally we only get, 2, occasional 3. To have a brood of 4 is really exciting.
So they're surprisingly docile, Martin. Why is that?
Basically, if you live up in a nest like that with nowhere to hide, it's completely open. The last thing you want to do is run around, so they freeze. As soon as that adult calls, they just drop down on the nest and don't move, freeze. And the camouflage, you can see all these white spots on the backs. It just blends into the nest. So any potential predator flying over won't notice them. That's the idea.
In the skies above, Mum and Dad call out, a fish in Dad's talons. And it's the skill of this couple, Kielder's oldest established breeding pair, together since 2013, that's part of the key to their success as parents.
She's a very good mother, looks after them well, broods them well, feeds them well, and he's generally a very good provider of fish, so they're a great couple to watch. They've raised 22 chicks to fledging successfully, and given that we should get to 100 fledging chicks this year at Kielder Forest, that's nearly 25% of the population that have fledged successfully come from this nest.
When you're ready.
Ospreys were once extinct as breeding pairs in the UK, but Kielder is one of the areas that's been successful in attracting them, erecting nesting poles. And Joanna has witnessed their success on her travels to Africa, where the birds spend winter.
It was this year in February when I was staying at a lodge in Casamance, southern Senegal, and we were watching birds flying around the lagoon there, and one flew towards us because he had a blue ring, and I was taking photographs of it, and when I zoomed in, it was one from here, from last year, and it was from the most important nest last year in the sense of it was the first Kielder grand chick, and that was him, and he flew past me where I was staying, and how could you ever say that could happen?
And it's related to the...
Yeah, it's his grandchild, yeah, so that was just, total bliss.
Oh, well done.
The chicks are expected to fledge in the next few weeks, and it's hoped they'll go on to help the UK's osprey population grow. Alison Freeman, BBC News, Northumberland.
Oh,
majestic,
that is
aren't they?
beautiful,
Really majestic.
amazing parenting there, and such beautiful images of those birds, particularly in the nest.